Okay, fine, students, coming back. So, what I want to say, out of 473 million of workforce, more workforce is residing in rural areas. That is fact. Moreover, in rural areas, more female workforce is there than compared with what men. In rural areas, female workforce is more. Okay, that is one third of rural workforce is females. Similarly, if you come to urban areas, in urban areas, the female workforce is what, one fifth. That means in rural areas, female workforce is more, male workforce is less. Whereas in urban areas, female workforce is less and male workforce is more. Next one. Out of 473 million, okay, 70% of workers are men. Out of 473 million workforce, 70% of workforce are what, men, and rest are what, women. And I told you, women workers account for one third in rural areas and one fifth in urban areas. Women carry out works like cooking, fetching water, collecting firewood, fuel wood, and participated in farm, okay, as labor. These are the works done by women workforce. They are not paid wages in cash or in the form of grains. I repeat, they are not paid wages in cash or in the form of grains. At times they are not paid at all. For this reason, these women are not categorized as workers. Women who are not paid, either kind or cash, those women workers who are not paid anything for their service granted, either in the form of cash or kind, either in the form of cash or kind, if they are not paid for their service, then they are not categorized under what, workers. Economists have argued that these women should also be called workers. Generally, those women who are working but not paid anything in return, either cash or kind, they are not called as workers earlier. But some of the economists are arguing that they should be considered as what, workers. Now, another topic, that is participation of people in employment. Participation of people in employment. Now, worker population ratio is an indicator which is used for analyzing the employment situation in the country. Worker population ratio, out of total population, how many workers are there? Out of total population, how many workers are there? So, worker population ratio is an indicator which is used for analyzing the employment situation in the country. This ratio is useful in knowing the proportion of population that is actively contributing to the production of goods and services of a country. I repeat once again, worker population ratio is an indicator which is used for analyzing the employment situation in the country. In order to know the employment situation in a country, in order to know the employment situation of a country, you should know the worker population ratio. This ratio is useful in knowing the proportion of population that is actively contributing in the production of goods and services of a country. If the ratio is higher, suppose if the ratio is higher, it means that the engagement of people is greater. If the ratio, worker population ratio is higher, that means the engagement of people is greater. If the ratio of a country is medium, or low, it means that a very high proportion of its population is not involved directly in economic activities. I repeat, if the ratio of a country is what medium or low, it means that a very high proportion of its population is not involved directly in economic activities. Now, you might have already studied in lower classes, previous classes, the meaning of the term population. What is population? You might have studied in the lower classes. Population is defined as, today I am defining what is population. Population is defined as the total number of people who reside in a particular locality at a particular point of time. I repeat, what is population? What is population? Population is defined as the total number of people who reside in a particular region or locality at a particular point of time is called population. At a particular region or particular locality at a particular point of time, those who are residing, they are called population. If you want to know the worker population ratio of India or for India, if you want to know the worker population for India, divide the total number of workers in India by the population of India. How to find out? How to find out worker population ratio for India? Worker population ratio, how to find out? The worker population ratio can be found like this, one formula he has given here. See, to know the worker population ratio for India, divide the total number of workers in India, total number of workers in India by the population of India. Total number of workers divided by total population. Total number of workers divided by total population of the country. I repeat, total number of workers divided by total number of population in the country, that is called what? You will get worker population. Okay, I have not given the complete formula here. Once again I repeat, to find out the worker population ratio of India or for India, what you have to do? The formula is the total number of workers divided by the total number of population in India into 100. The total number of workers divided by total population of India into 100. Then you will get the total workers population in India. Okay, or worker population ratio for India. Fine. Now in the textbook page number 111 he has given, if you look at the table 7.1, it shows the different levels of participation of people in economic activities for every 1,000 persons. For every 1,000 persons, about 39. For every 1,000 persons, about 39. Okay, or round of 30. Actually, that is 38.6, but I am telling 39. For every 1,000, persons. I'm sorry, madam. If you look at the table of 7.1, it shows the workers at different levels of participation of economic activities. For every 100, not 1,000, for every 100 persons, about 39. Actually, that's 38.6 or round figure 39. For every 100 persons, about 39 are workers in India. Out of 100 people in India, 39 are workers. You remember this one. Out of 100 persons in India, 39 are workers. Now, coming to see next one. In urban areas, the proportion is about 36. Whereas in rural India, the ratio is what? 40. Out of 100 people, how many are workers in rural areas? 40. Similarly, out of 100 people, how many are workers in urban areas? That is 36. Okay, I repeat, out of 100 persons in India, 38.6, nearly 39 are workers. In urban areas, out of 100 persons, 36 are workers. In rural areas, out of 100%, 40 are workers. Why is there such a difference? No, he's asking why is the difference in rural urban areas in workers. See, the people in rural areas have limited sources to earn a higher income. I repeat, people in rural areas have limited sources or limited resources to earn a higher income, and participate more in the employment market. Many do not go to schools. In rural areas, I repeat, people in rural areas have limited resources to earn a higher income and participate more in the employment market. Many do not go to schools, colleges, and other training institutions in rural areas. Even some go, they discontinue in the middle to join the workforce. Dropouts are more. Whereas in urban areas, a considerable section is able to study in various education institutions. Urban people have variety of employment opportunities. They look for appropriate job to suit their qualifications and skills. In rural areas, people cannot stay at home as their economic condition may not allow them to do so. So here in page number 119, table 7.1 he has given here. See, 4 columns are there. Here sex means what? Men, women, workers population, total, rural, urban. So total workforce in India 54.4 men. Rural how many? 54.3. Urban 54.6. Similarly women total 21.9. Rural 24.8. Urban 14.7. Like that is given here. Now, so compared to females, more males are found to be working. Already told you. Compared to females, more males are found to be working. Overall. But in rural areas, more females are working. The difference in participation rates is very large in urban areas. In urban area, more men are there and less women are there. In rural areas, more women are there, less men are there. So the difference in participating rates is very high in urban areas. For every 100 urban females, only 15 are engaged in some economic activities. Out of 100 females, urban females, only 15 are engaged in economic activities in urban areas. Whereas in rural areas, out of 100 women, 25 people are what? Employment, they're doing work. Why women in general and urban women in particular are not working? Many reasons are there. The reason is, see, it is common to find that where men are able to earn high incomes, families discourage female members for taking up jobs. In those families where men are earning incomes, in such families, the families will discourage female employment, female jobs, going out of those and doing works. Second one, going back to what has already been mentioned about many activities for the household engaged in by women are not recognized as productive work. Actually, women are engaged in many economic activities, but their work was not considered as what? Economic work or productive work, and it is not considered as what? Economic women. The narrow definition of work leads to non-recognition of women's work and therefore in the underestimation of the number of women workers in the country. Now, think of women actively engaged in many activities within the house and at the family farms who are not paid for such a work. Many women at our home, at our farmlands, are engaged in many activities from morning to evening, but their works are not considered as what? Economic work or productive work, because their work is not valued. As they certainly contribute to the maintenance of the household and farms, do you think that their number should be added to the number of women workers? Now, I am asking you whether these people who are engaged in household and farmlands, their number also should be added in the workers? I should say yes. We should add these female workers also into the total workers force, because they are also working. It is we are not considered them as what? Economic women, or their work as what? Not economic work or productive work, because they are not paid. But I should suggest these women numbers also should be added in the what? Workforce. Okay students, so up to here I am stopping. Next period we will continue with some next topic, that is self-employed and hired workers. Already taught this topic, but still Self-employed and hired workers, what is the difference? We will continue in the next period. Till then, take care. Thank you.